Okay, we got why the finals has the most unique skill ceiling in gaming from Oak. Okay, let me see what's going on with the finals.
There are no monsters, right? Wrong. Holto.
What? Bro, the little shock paddles actually do damage now?
How the fudge did they do that?
I have toiled for the last 1,000 hours in the finals.
Oh shit.
An ideal. The ideal of mastery.
Oof. That had to have been an update because that was not around when I played in the early days.
I have witnessed many tides of change. Metas have risen and fallen.
Yeah.
Strategies have come and gone. Countless players have entered the arena only to fade into memory. You see, what most believe defines a great player is only half the tale. The true height of this game's skill ceiling lies in a place few will ever reach.
Ooh, that's some good ass aim right there.
While I have not and may never stand at the very peak, I have come to see what it truly takes to get there. Today, I'd like to share that.
So much health.
In a world where no cash out is safe.
Oof. Good aim, good. Oof. Oof. Good aim. What the hell happened? I blinked. The frontier of mastery.
When we talk about a skill ceiling, we're talking about standing upon the absolute frontier of mastery.
Okay, so this is what he means by skill ceiling. It's this graph. I love to whip it out all the time. It's very simple. Many things in life can be explained by it. Let's see what our graph right there. This is the skill ceiling. The ceiling. All right. Less than 1/10 of players will get up here. This is what he's talking about. He's not talking about here. He's not talking about here. Not there. It's like, oh, I got out of gold. I'm in platinum now. I feel so big and bad. Like, no, most people are over here. And then once you crest out of silver and then you get to gold, it's right there. It's oh, every level, it gets exponentially harder to climb in terms of skill ceiling. So chances are you're not over here, just in general. I'm not talking Oak, but in general, the top 1/10 of 1%. That's what I'm talking about.
This is a place where talent, understanding, and execution converge. Every game has a skill ceiling, and for every game, it's different. For example, in something like CSGO, to be a decent player, you need discipline.
Ooh, that was a smooth transition. I noticed that.
Precision, and patience. But to be the best, you need knowledge, knowing every angle, every smoke, every rotation.
Much more utility to work with here.
And I could kind of compare it to chess, in that the tippity top level players of people that play chess at the tippity top, they kind of know what the other person's gonna do. It's just, what are the chances they're gonna do this? Well, if the chances of them they're gonna do that, well, my probability of me doing this is gonna kind of skew like this. And it's not on the surface, it looks like they're just playing chess, but in these guys' minds, there's okay, he moved that piece, so there's 100 things that he could be doing, and then I move this piece, which kind of counteracts those 100 things, and it kind of narrows it down to 70 things, and it's it gets more converged, is kind of what I'm saying.
This ultimately leads to a strong level of...
Oh damn, Allige is playing with Simple? Right over there, you got your boy Allige. Been grinding away those damn VT benches. Good. Fucking show up, dude.
predictability, and that's exactly what allows the pros to refine their strategy down to a science.
How does he do this?
Damn.
So the question then is, why open with Counter-Strike in a video about the finals? Well, because Counter-Strike is the gold standard for controlled skill expression.
I hate Counter-Strike. I hate Valorant. I just do. I don't like standing still and shooting. I like moving and shooting. It's way more fun, way more action-packed, way more dopamine, way more skill expression, I think. But to each their own.
It's a world of order, of discipline, of known quantities, and the variables are relatively low. But what happens if we adjust the unpredictability dial just a little bit? Well, then we might land on a game like Apex Legends, you see, because at a fundamental level, Apex increases the number of variables you have to consider at any given time.
Yeah.
This begins to melt structure and predictability. It doesn't throw away the idea of mastery, but it does change what mastery looks like. There's more chaos, more motion, more decisions to be made on the fly. As an Apex player, the one key skill you develop through a process of trial and error is the ability to think on your feet, to do the best with whatever hand it is you're dealt. And this is simply a byproduct of the way the mechanics interact, and it's why I'm using Apex as my second example.
I mean, the core gameplay loop of Apex, I think, is good, but I mean, it's just how the game has been overall handled by the developer, which I think is very poorly done, is all. But core game loop good, and it does absolutely everything he's talking about, with like all the different maps and the rotations that you have to do to get to the final ring. Do you push out? Do you push in? Do I take this fight? What happens if a third party gets here? Do I got enough gear? Do I got enough heals? Am I fast enough? Do I got the movement? Do I got the roller plugged in or whatever? All that stuff.
Thank you, Dr. Summers.
Think of it like this. If CSGO is a village of order, well, Apex would be a city of chaos. Following this metaphor, then the finals would be an entire realm of entropy.
Oof.
In the finals, variables are not just part of the experience, they quite literally are the experience. Everything in this game is designed to crank randomness to the extreme.
Oof. What the hell? Oh, look at that rock.
Creating layers of unpredictability unlike any other shooter I can think of.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to the destruction system, because some of the main people that started making this game, it came from your original Battlefields. Whenever they were starting to go hard on the levolution or building destruction. That's why whenever you break a building down in the finals, it like kind of falls whichever way.
To start with, class abilities and utilities shape how you move, how you fight, how you respond under pressure. But then there's random vault locations, unpredictable spawns, and the chaotic game show events that all add to the complexity.
Bounce a meteor off a jump pad during meteor showers event. What?
The real heavy hitter, however, is the destruction model.
Oh, yeah.
This basically turns the game into an RNG simulator, and I've come up with a simple equation to illustrate how this works. The player changes the world.
Oh, what? Are you kidding?
The world changes the fight.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And the fight changes the player. This is a feedback loop of chaos that nobody is in control of, and the only way to survive is to learn.
Yeah, like the moment you try to like figure out, like, okay, if I RPG a build, like a part of a building, you could probably try to like figure it out to like control it or whatever. If I blow a hole like this, it's gonna be like this many pixels and the building's gonna fall. Like you could try to do it, but it's not gonna be like the exact same every time.
Learn to be extremely adaptable.
Climb begins.
In my mind, there are 4 key skills that must be mastered in order to reach the very limit of the skill ceiling. From here, I want you to picture that ceiling as a climbable mountain. Each of the 4 core skills is like a base camp on the way up, crucial stops on the path to the summit. But at the peak, towering above them all, lies one final skill, the most important and yet the least appreciated.
Oh, what is it?
Now, we'll get there, but first, our climb begins at the very first base camp and the first skill, adaptability. I think of this skill as almost an inherent way of thinking. It's a mindset, but it's one that can be developed and trained like anything else. We've already spent the best part of this video laying the groundwork for this skill.
Oof, that's some good aim.
After 1,000 hours in the finals, I can say with certainty, adaptability is the foundational skill. If your mind is...
Damn, how many hours do I got in finals? Let me see. Library. Let me see. I just re-downloaded that thing a couple days ago. Where the heck is it? Is it finals or the finals? URST. Oh, no. Where the heck? The finals. Yeah, big old 20 hours in that shit, dude. Where's 1,000? Yeah.
Stuck in a rigid way of thinking and you can't think on your feet, change your plan when the world around you forces you to, well, it's as they say really, if things don't bend, they break. And what breaks first is your patience and then your motivation to play. That means the climb ends before it even begins. But once you do find your footing and accept that change is constant and chaos is the king of this realm, the true climb to the top can begin. And waiting for us at base camp number 2 is the next skill, mechanical aim.
Oh, the aim game. Almost had it mid-air.
Gunfights in the finals can end in the blink of an eye, or they can drag on in a chaotic tug of war.
Yeah, I always, whenever I did play the finals, it was very satisfying to like aim because it didn't have like what was it? It didn't have like a 1-to-1 of like aim smoothing like Apex had, but it had like was it? Maybe it was 1-to-1, but like as long as you move your reticle smoothly, there's like no recoil in the gun or something like that. I actually forgot why I stopped playing. Probably because I didn't have anybody to play with, but whatever. Overall, it was very fun. Whenever I was playing the finals, it was just it felt good. The movement felt good. The aim felt good. Not like a terrible like amount of like visual clutter, but it was like manageable. I know sometimes they can get a little like out of hand, but it was good. I mean, I think that's why I downloaded it again, because I just wanted to check it out and see what was going on with it again.
There's no consistent time to kill.
Well, yeah.
No single right way to aim.
I mean, but you know, you do got to put the reticle on the guy.
Everything depends on your weapon, your class, and your opponent. Being able to flick and to track makes a player well-rounded, and the best simply cracked at both. Good aim makes you reliable under pressure. It lets you clean up faster to avoid third parties. It opens up high-risk, high-reward loadouts. You're also better equipped to win when you're outnumbered. Above all, it lets you play with confidence.
Confidence.
It's 2025. Every man and his dog has these. Countless players have invested unthinkable hours into FPS games by now.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like the moment a new FPS game comes out, it's sweaty even before day one. I mean, if you're seeing anything FPS, you probably saw the Battlefield 6 locked in cat girl shit, right? And that just got like millions of views. That's gonna be the sweatiest Battlefield we have ever seen to date. That thing is gonna kill. Be prepared to see so many people bitch moan complaining. This guy's cheating. That guy's cheating. This looks like cheating. That looks like cheating. Is this cheating? I think that's cheating. I'm going to go download cheats. No, it's just at this point in the video game sphere, like people have developed their aim for multiple tens of thousands of hours in so many previous FPS games. Pick your favorite FPS game, because FPS is like one of those skills that has maybe not directly one-to-one transferability, right? Like not every fighting game plays exactly the same, but you kind of get like the core concepts and they can kind of carry over. FPS, I would say there is more has like some of the most transferability in terms of like core skills that you like utilize from game to game. Every shooting game, you need to be able to aim, right? It doesn't matter if you're on controller, you're on M&K. Put the reticle on the guy, squeeze the trigger. All right, that is a commonality amongst every shooting game. If you can't do that, what are you doing?
Upgraded their gear, grinded aim trainers, and with aim assist lifting the skill floor, even controller players are now hanging with the best. Solid aim isn't rare anymore, it's the baseline.
Yeah.
That's why, for all its importance, aim is only the second base camp, because without the next skill, game sense, good aim is just a trap.
Ooh, game sense. Yep.
Knowledge.
Your ability to kind of have like a hologram in your head and have like certain timings in your head of like when things should happen, like when enemy teams spawn, what kind of power or like things that you think they're gonna like come at you with. Is it gonna be like the last team spawned? Is it gonna be like a team of like a heavy, like medium, or whatever the meta is? Okay, they were using these types of guns, so I gotta, kind of crouch in here or whatever. They're gonna enter the area like either like a zip line or a jump pad, or maybe they're gonna blow something up and the whole little area is just gonna fall to the ground or whatever.
Knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing it doesn't belong in a fruit salad. In much the same way, game sense is having knowledge of the game's mechanics paired with the understanding of how to use them to your advantage. Because raw aim may give you the tools to win a fight, but not the wisdom to know when to fight, who to fight, where to position, or when to disengage.
Oof. It's a good aim.
Game sense isn't luck, it's a skill.
Yeah.
Forged through failure, tempered by repetition, and sharpened by experience.
And as we all know, since FPS has been around for a while now, the people that have the best game sense are also the people that play the game the most. That's hilarious.
For every failed push, a debt is paid. For every aim duel lost, a scar is made.
Yeah.
For every cash out stolen, a plan is betrayed. And every failed strategy should leave your judgment to be weighed.
Oh no.
The finals may be an RNG simulator, no doubt. Chaos is part of the blueprint.
Oh no.
But even still, the best didn't get where they are by constantly blaming the randomness. They got there by owning their mistakes and using them as fuel for improvement.
Yeah. I mean, the fastest way to improve for any game, but people don't want to do it a lot of the times because it takes the immersion out of it, is depending on how passionate you are about the game, is literally just play a game, VOD review the game, look at yourself, figure it out, what you did wrong, go into the next game with your new knowledge. You could do this with FPS games, you could do this with fighting games, you could do this with any sort of competitive game. You can even do this with single player games, like some like Monster Hunter or Elden Ring even. You can even do that because the ability to see like what was happening from like a third person perspective It's very enlightening, but again, the reason people don't do it is because once they do that and engage with that, it takes the immersion of playing the game out of it. It just does. Like, people don't want to VOD review like Elden Ring bosses to try to figure out the best possible way to like block, dodge, or jump out of the way, like a move. No, people just want to like ram their heads into it like 100 tries or whatever, and just figure it out like on the fly. Because it's well, I don't know, it's more fun that way. I mean, I'm no saint. I've played a ton of games where I do that, or just play over and over and over again until I get it. Right? I think we all did that. But it depends on it's your time. I'm not telling you what to do with it, but I will say that VOD reviewing your own stuff, despite it taking the immersion out of it and the quote-unquote fun factor out of it, it does work. It does work.
Where others might only see bad luck, the best turned inward and asked, why did I fail there? What could I have done differently?
Shooting at me, bro.
This is insane.
Yeah, when people like die or fail at a thing, they want to be able, a lot of the times people want to blame everybody else but themselves, and they don't want to take a critical approach to trying to figure out like every single possibility that could have happened. You know, like I just died right there. Did I have like a couple of moves or items or abilities that I could have used? All right, I do. How long does it take for me to like, you know, get him out there? You know, that takes like a second or two. What's the time to kill? Am I a heavy? Okay, I got a longer time to kill on my head. Maybe I can whip out a move. Am I a light? Well, I probably don't got a lot of health, so my time to kill is just like way less. So I got less time to react. Right? People don't want to break a game down to such a like a minuscule thing. They just don't want to do that because it takes like the magic away from it. It's like, oh, I failed. Who knows why I failed? I'll get them next time, right? That's what people want to be okay with, like mentally. They don't want to have to like take on the responsibility, accountability. I mean, and it's all this stuff is just a game at the end of the day.
Were there any clues in the chaos? Over time, they built something that no prestigious badge or stat tracker could show.
He isn't gonna find me.
Yes.
Stolen.
Go,
They
baby.
built an arsenal of tricks,
Damn.
habits, and mental frameworks waiting to be deployed at a moment's notice. For example, they know how and when to play their life and when their death is the sacrifice for the greater good.
Shoot the gas! Shoot the gas!
Damn.
They know how to bait greedy players, fake a steal to grab attention,
Oh.
when to make brief alliances with an enemy team,
Dang, that's crazy.
when to peek,
Match fixing.
when to rotate,
Okay, we can apply pressure now. What's holding? Got him. One dead. Two dead.
Oh.
when to just wait. There are so many more scenarios where game sense shines and we barely scratched the surface.
Dang. That's actually pretty cool because of the whole 4-place system in the game. Like, if I never really got to this level, I only got to like, what was it? How many games did you have to play in the beginning? You had to play like 100 games, maybe not 100. Maybe you had to play like 20 games, and then you could go into like the practice little tournament mode. And then once you do the practice tournament mode a couple times, then you can do like actual ranked mode or whatever. And like once I got into like real ranked mode, I was just like, what did I step into? I got a reality check, man.
And even after 1,000 hours of playing, I'm still constantly learning new things. Now we find ourselves approaching the summit. And it's time to face a truth most players never will. The fact is, you can have godlike aim and amazing game sense, but without the fourth and final skill, you will never reach the skill ceiling in this game.
Oof.
The last skill we will discuss is teamwork.
Teamwork, aka a pre-made team. If you don't got friends, chances are you're not gonna have a good time. And that just reminded me, that was probably the reason I quit. Unless they implemented like a solo mode where it's only solos and no what do you call it? No pre-mades, right? That was one of the main issues with Apex at the tippity top level. Everyone just plays like with each other. Everyone just pre-makes teams. Everyone's friends with each other at the top, which isn't bad, but you know, if you're trying to get like new people in there, it's like insanely hard. There's like no way for like solo people to just, you know, get in there and do anything or whatever, but I mean, it's whatever.
After 1,000 hours, one thing that really stands out to me, teamwork is the skill most players invest in the least. And yet, it's the one that amplifies every other skill and has the most impact on the outcome of any given round and can even make up for weaknesses in other areas.
Yeah. I mean, because the game is targeted towards younger people, most notably young dudes. All right, young dudes don't have a lot of spare time. They're either in school or at their job or with their family doing family shit or with their significant other doing significant other shit, whatever. It's kind of hard to just make time and get good at something when you have so many other previous like responsibilities that you have to do. Like eventually you have to do the adult thing, right? And if you have like a 40-hour a week job, let's just say that, that's not a lot of time to like come home. Let's say maybe you go to the gym, maybe you like do like you make some food, you take a shower, all right? You gotta like do some house chores or whatever. What is that, like 2, 3, 4 hours just to like play? And you want to try to like stack that on like day on day to try to like get good at something. And on top of it, you have to figure out like a time schedule if you're trying to figure out and try to actually make time and try to find other people that come on and play the game at the same time you do. All right, that's another variable, another speed bump you gotta deal with. So yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard out here, man.
Good team moves like a single force of nature.
Yeah.
They swarm the map together, fast, fluid, and focused.
That's a good
They
nade.
descend on another squad. They don't just fight them, they fracture them. They exploit every hesitation, every misstep, every weak link in the chain, and in seconds, shatter that team to pieces.
Yep. He's watching.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
No one player can track it all. There's simply too many variables for a single brain to manage.
Just do your best, sweetie.
That is where teamwork shines. It spreads the cognitive load. 3 players, 3 perspectives, all watching different angles, tracking different threats, processing information faster than any solo ever could.
There's someone here. There's someone here on point. I need heals. I need heals.
Then, with synergy and communication, suddenly the chaos has some shape to it.
Nice.
Good team doesn't panic when the plans go sideways, they adapt together.
Healing you. Healing you. Healing you.
Yeah, and it takes time to develop that, because what ends up happening a lot of the times is to even get people to consistently play with, well, there's multiple things that can happen. Like, if you're just trying to play with your friends and it don't matter what skill level your friends are, it's like you're just going to play with them because they're your boys, right? So that is one outcome that can happen, right? But if that's not the case and you're just like a solo person just trying to go in there and just grind, and maybe you like add some people to like your friends list, it's like, oh, he was pretty good or whatever, people kind of like filter themselves in and out. It's like, oh, okay, it's like what, like 10 years ago, what everybody did on the dating apps, where it's just like spam, what's like the accept direction for swiping? It's like left swipe, and then was it like right swipe is like next, whichever one. So like what ends up happening is like you just accept everybody on a friends list, and then what you can do is just like people, like you just invite people just to play with, and then over the course of time you just like you like add and then delete them, and then you have like a group of people that you end up playing with, and not just like a dedicated team. And that's just doing it like raw. Like, not everybody does it like that. I kind of did it like that when I was playing Apex. I met a lot of cool people doing that, but I don't know if it was the best way, but it was a way. But yeah, like sometimes there can be like a little bit of a resentment between people. Sometimes, I mean, I've added people to my list only to delete them later, only to get like messages. It's like, oh, what happened? You deleted me. I thought we were gonna play. It's like, oh, sorry. And it's like, I just didn't want to play with them because like either I wasn't good or they weren't good, or whatever the case was. And yeah, so even to just get to that point of like having like a stable just group of people to play with is extremely hard.
And if I'm being honest, and I'm guilty of this too, but if you have a plan in your mind,
I'm gonna drop this mine. Don't go down the hole.
make the call out after the play. That isn't good enough.
I'm so sorry.
Pushing alone in silence, dying, then screaming, "Where's my team?" isn't good enough. Getting tunnel visioned on any given task without any awareness of whether your team can support you.
Dang.
That isn't good enough.
Bro, whatever gadget or item that is deleting the ground in walls, this thing looks like a menace, an absolute menace of an item. You're just sitting there trying to like strafe, and all of a sudden the ground just falls out underneath you. It's like, oh shit.
Not if you want to be contending with the best. I've played a lot of solos in the finals.
Oof.
I've 3-stacked with some extremely cracked players. I've won games playing with less mechanically gifted players because we played as one, and I've lost games with extremely talented players because we were all solo heroes.
Oh yeah.
Teamwork in the finals is the one skill that matters the most, and it's the one that separates the good from the gods.
Yeah.
Teamwork is the skill I myself need to work on more than anything else, but it's clear to me this is the blueprint to reach the very limit of the skill ceiling. Because in a world ruled by entropy, the only thing that brings order is unity.
Oh, good circle back. Oh, dang. Go back. So this is pretty cool. I like this video. When I saw this, I was like, how is Finals doing? And then I went to go check it out, and I was like, oh, Finals is like, Finals still has like a pretty positive like vibe with the general like gaming community. It's just like it's not popular. I don't know why exactly. I couldn't put my finger on it. But in general, it's a pretty good like tournament style like FPS game. Unique skill set, like you said. And I just wanted to go see what was going on with it again. I've yet to like boot it up because as of right now I'm fucking washed as hell. But yeah, I hope Finals does good stuff in the future. I would love to see. I don't know if they ever like came out with like actual like tournaments yet, besides like the little tournament mode or whatever that they got in game. But I would like to see them like expand. That's just me, but I mean it's whatever. Overall, good video. I still like the Finals, but yeah. But I had no idea about Oak, and now I do. So I'm a fan now. But yeah, other than that, man, good job. Keep it up. But that's it for me. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.